Respective presenters, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, the subject of my presentation is renewable energy production in Europe, challenges, opportunities, and policy perspectives. Greenhouse gases, particularly carbon dioxide, have created a severe global warming challenge, contributing to significant shifts in the world's climate. Rising emissions and the resulting climate change make it urgent to transform patterns of energy production and consumption. Reducing dependence on fossil fuels has therefore become essential not only to curb carbon emissions but also to enhance energy security, especially in light of environmental concerns and the volatility of oil prices. The transition to renewable energy presents a wide range of economic, social, and environmental benefits that extend beyond reducing greenhouse gas emissions. A primary advantage lies in its contribution to environmental protection and climate change mitigation. By lowering carbon dioxide emissions and diversifying energy supplies, thereby reducing dependency on fossil fuels, particularly oil and gas. Such diversification not only strengthens energy security but also shields economies from the adverse effects of fossil fuel price volatility and geopolitical risks associated with traditional energy markets. From a socio-economic perspective, renewable energy development has significant potential to stimulate employment, create new opportunities in emerging green technologies, and support industrial upgrading. It can also contribute to reducing gender and income inequalities, alleviating energy poverty, and promoting inclusive economic growth. By fostering innovation and business expansion, renewable energy industries enhance macroeconomic efficiency, boost GDP, and improve a country's current account balance through reduced fossil fuel imports. In terms of energy security, renewable energy strengthens resilience against external shocks by ensuring sovereignty, robustness, and adaptability. Sovereignty is enhanced as renewables are less vulnerable to political manipulation or physical disruptions, while robustness is supported through decentralized energy systems with lower risk of large-scale technical failures. Moreover, resilience is improved as renewables can adapt to climate change, technological advancements, and fluctuations in energy markets. Another important benefit is cost competitiveness in the long run. Unlike fossil fuels, which are subject to high price volatility due to supply shocks, renewable energy technologies are capital intensive but less sensitive to variable costs. As a result, renewable power plants are less likely to transfer cost fluctuations to consumers, thereby contributing to more stable and predictable electricity prices. This stability improves both household welfare and industrial competitiveness, particularly in energy-intensive sectors. Finally, renewable energy represents a strategic response to the scarcity of fossil fuel reserve and the associated geopolitical risks. By relying on domestically produced sustainable energy sources, countries can increase their self-sufficiency, achieve greater energy independence, and secure long-term access to affordable and clean energy. In this way, renewable energy not only addresses environmental concerns but also acts as a cornerstone of socio-economic transformation, energy independence, and sustainable development. Despite the significant environmental, social, and economic benefits associated with renewable energy, the global transition away from fossil fuels remains limited. While technological innovation continues to improve the feasibility of renewables, persistent financial, institutional, socio-technical, and infrastructural obstacles make the transition slow and uneven. Overcoming these barriers will require coordinated global efforts, policy reforms, and stronger institutional frameworks to support the large-scale integration of renewable energy into the global energy mix. The EU has committed to ambitious goals aimed at lowering energy costs for households and businesses, cutting emissions, and accelerating investment in clean energy. At the heart of the EU's climate strategy lays the European Green Deal, which sets out the vision for Europe to become the world's first climate neutral continent by the 2050. The EU's targets are 55% reduction by 2030, a 90% reduction by 2040, and net zero emissions by 2050. Net CHC emissions in the EU declined steadily between 2010 and 2014, increased slightly until 2017, and then resumed their downward trend, except in 2021, when emissions temporarily rose due to the sharp reduction in transport and travel during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. By 2022, EU net CHC emissions have fallen to 3.2 billion tons of CO2 equivalent, representing a 21% reduction compared to 1990. Petroleum products remain the dominant source in the EU energy mix. In 2023, the EU's energy mix, referring to the combination of energy sources available, was composed of crude oil and petroleum products, natural gas, renewable energy, solid fuels, and nuclear energy. The EU's energy supply consists of both domestically produced energy and imports from non-EU countries. In 2023, the EU produced 42% of its energy needs, while 58% was covered through imports. EU energy production itself is diversified across several sources, including solid fuels, natural gas, crude oil, nuclear energy, and renewables such as hydro, wind, and solar power. Among these, renewable energy accounted for the largest share of production in 2023, representing 46% of the total. Nuclear energy followed with 29%, while solid fuels contributed 17%, natural gas 5%, and crude oil 3%. In terms of electricity, renewable energy was the primary source in 2023, supplying 44.7% of total electricity generation. By 2024, this share had risen further, with 49.9% of net electricity in the EU generated from renewable sources. Overall, renewables and fossil fuels together provided the majority of electricity in 2023. That year, electricity accounted for 23% of the EU's final energy consumption. Within the renewable category, wind energy had the largest share, 18%, followed by hydropower, 12%, solar power, 9%, and biofuels, 5%. In the EU, Denmark recorded the highest share of renewable in net electricity generation, with 88.5%, primarily from wind power. It was followed by Portugal, 87.5%, mainly from wind and hydro, and Croatia, 73.7%, largely from hydro. By contrast, the lowest shares were observed in Luxembourg, Malta, and Czechia. The transition to renewable energy in Europe represents both a pressing necessity and a transformative opportunity. The evidence presented shows that renewables have become the largest source of domestic energy production in the EU, accounting for nearly half of total production and leading electricity generation by 2023. This development demonstrates clear progress toward reducing greenhouse gas emissions, improving energy security, and fostering socioeconomic benefits such as innovation, industrial competitiveness, and job creation. However, the transition remains uneven and faces persistent challenges. High initial investment costs, infrastructural bottlenecks, institutional resistance, and geopolitical uncertainties continue to slow down renewable energy expansion. The 2022 energy crisis underscored Europe's vulnerability to external shocks and further highlighted the urgency of diversifying its energy mix. Looking forward, the success of the EU's energy transition will depend on the effective implementation of its ambitious policy frameworks, particularly the European Green Deal and the Repower EU plan. These initiatives, combined with technological innovation and strong public and private sector engagement, can accelerate the integration of renewables into the energy system. Achieving climate neutrality by 2050 will require not only overcoming existing barriers, but also reinforcing a collective commitment to sustainability. In this regard, renewable energy is more than just a technological solution. It is the cornerstone of Europe's pathway towards long-term resilience, prosperity, and environmental stewardship. Thank you very much for your kind listening.